are we? PBS?
Serious Wrestling Journalism.
Oh, God. Let's never do that again.
Oh, God. We went way too long with that rib.
Yes, we did, and it was pretty bad.
Yeah. We thought it was funny, though, right?
Yes.
And that's all we care about, because this is Regal, Wrestling, and Rum. Another crappy wrestling podcast.
I don't drink rum, I drink whiskey, sir.
Regal, Wrestling, and Whiskey.
That doesn't sound as...
Another crummy wrestling podcast.
Hey, the NBA Finals are going on. Nobody cares.
Somebody cares.
So if you're a Toronto Raptors or a Golden State Warriors fan...
John and Way care.
John and Way probably care because they're from Toronto. You know who cares? Jimmy Thomas.
Yes, he likes basketball.
Jimmy Thomas, big basketball fan.
Yes.
But I don't. I do care about these Stanley Cup Finals, and I'm praying to God that the St. Louis Blues blow another one tomorrow night in Game 7, and I can laugh my ass off at them. Because fuck the St. Louis Blues, they suck.
Wow.
I'm a Blackhawks fan. Fuck the Blues.
But don't you want to see it go to an NFC team?
Close.
But okay, but like the equivalent. I don't know what the
Alex McCarthy knows nothing about professional sports, folks.
I know about baseball and a little bit about football.
Hey, the Cubs are in first place.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Folks, for those of you who don't know, this is Off the Chest of Timothy Regal. I am your host.
Nobody's fucking listening to this for the first time. Hi, Paul.
A member of the Pro Wrestling Intelligentsia, Mr. Timothy Regal, joined by the 7-star mind, Alex McCarthy.
I do like that. I do like a member of the Pro Wrestling Intelligentsia better than the sexiest man in the state of Iowa from the neck up.
I mean, I'm that too.
But it's still fucking terrible.
I'm that too. But
it's still fucking
I am
terrible.
also, Alex, this Friday, you know what else? You know what I was Friday?
Drunk?
Well, besides that, I wish I was drunk. It would have made it easier. I was wrestling Jesus.
What?
I put myself on the cross Friday so you all didn't have to.
Well, yeah. I hope we don't have any religious people listening.
I took the bullet for all of you.
You're in the Bullet Club?
Well, I mean that too, but I took a bullet for wrestling fans everywhere Friday, and I watched every single fucking minute of WWE's Super Showdown.
Blood Money 2.
So basically, here's what I'm going to tell you. I literally sacrificed myself for all of you.
We fucking reviewed it on BB Brave.
So that you, if you haven't watched it, you don't have to. Because I'm going to tell you the exact thing that you need to know about WWE Super Showdown, Alex.
Crotch liked it.
It's the fucking shits! That's what you need to know. That entire whole fucking show is fucking terrible. Good Lord God. How in the world this is what anyone in the WWE thinks that this was good shit. Such good shit.
It's about
out of their goddamn mind.
You know what it's about, Regal. You know what it's about.
It's about a whole lot of fucking money.
Money. Money, 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 money.
That should be the theme song to every goddamn Saudi Arabian show. It really should.
I really want to make another joke, but I'm not going to make it on the air because it's absolutely terrible about what the theme song to the Saudi Arabia shows should be, but Limp Bizkit. Anyways.
Wow.
So, yeah.
But I will tell you, if you haven't, I actually think that everyone, you can skip the rest of the show. But if you have not, go out of your way to watch Goldberg versus The Undertaker.
Oh, man.
Just so you can see this.
Did they go 8 or did they go longer than 8?
I think they went like 8.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Every single person in professional wrestling, every fan, every wrestler, every person that's ever worked in a creative department for any wrestling company, from WWE down to the smallest backyard federation, needs to watch The Undertaker versus Bill Goldberg. For the specific reason of professional wrestling never, ever, ever, for the love of God, making the fucking mistake of letting something like that ever happen again. Because, holy goddamn fucking shit.
Holy goddamn fucking shit.
That was the single worst professional wrestling match I have ever seen. And keep in mind, folks, I watched Charmel versus Jenna Morasco from Impact Wrestling. It was worse than that. And let me tell you why. Not that it was actually wrestling worse, because good God, there's a couple matches that I can actually name two off the top of my head involving females in Impact that were worse. The problem with this wrestling match is these are two Hall of Fame talents, one of whom is arguably on the list of greatest wrestlers of all time.
Goldberg.
No. Now, granted, and I will say this about Bill Goldberg. Let's be honest about Bill Goldberg. He was never a good worker, okay?
No.
He was the drizzling shits as a worker. He really was.
Okay.
Bret Hart could have been wrestling for 10 more years had it not been for Bill Goldberg. Goldberg kicked his head into the sixth row. Some people think he did the world a favor. That's up for debate. And then you have The Undertaker, who is a decent, probably one of the best big man workers of all time, I'll say that. And in my mind, without a doubt, the single greatest character worker in the history of professional wrestling. They're both over 50 years old. One of them has had his hips replaced. The other one, who was never a good worker to begin with, hasn't really worked outside of one small run in almost 20 years. Now, the thing is, and I say this, you got lucky on that run. Was it 2 years ago now?
I don't fucking remember.
A year and a half ago, whatever. You got lucky on that run and got more out of Goldberg than I ever thought possible. And then, of course, you go to this godforsaken country and essentially do a paid show for a millionaire Saudi royal family guy that's, well, he's a fucking murderer, probably. There's no probably about it. And you basically let him book the show, and then he just says, hey, I want this guy. Keep in mind, this guy also, the first time they went there, told them to try to get Yokozuna and the Ultimate Warrior. They're fucking dead!
I've heard since then that he also tried to get Andre the Giant.
Yes! He's asking for fucking dead people!
He should have booked the Sixth Sense. I just popped myself. You ever been to Fedgervey Park?
Fedgervey Park? Yes.
Looks pretty cool.
So basically, this match goes on. And the entrances are cool as shit because they're spending all this fucking money and there's pyro and everything else. And I literally tweeted out, as they went to the ring, I said, well, the entrances were cool, but in the immortal words of my favorite punk rock band, Newfound Glory,
and then the bell rang.
It's all downhill from here.
Oh.
And as Bruce Pritchard would say, and then the bell rang, and dear good Lord God, I did not realize how prophetic the tweet that I sent out was. This thing was worse than I ever possibly fucking imagined it would be. Good God. You need to go watch it, because I can't. Have you actually watched it?
No.
Okay, you haven't watched it. You need to go watch it. I almost think we should do live commentary. Call it commentary.
I'm not doing it.
Alex refuses to let his WWE network actually access the show. So, good dude. I mean, the entire rest of the show is boring as hell. Triple H and Randy Orton went 25 god freaking 11 minutes. That I cannot. Why does Paul still think he has to go 25 every time?
Because he's fucking the booker.
I mean, I respect you, Booker man, but it was horrendously god awful. Thankfully, I was on the phone with Doug Ritter for the majority of that match, and every once in a while, in the middle of the conversation, I would go, Jesus fucking Christ, this match is still going.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Over the course of, from Wednesday to to yesterday, I watched 3 wrestling shows.
Yeah.
2 of them were great. Well, 1 was great. 1 was amazing. And then this pile of steaming, fucking, burning tire yard garbage.
Burning tire yard garbage. That might be the coolest thing you've ever said. Burning tire yard garbage. Wow. I love it.
I mean, I'm trying to come up with adequate new ways to describe how truly fucking horrible Super Showdown was. And goddamn it, you know, we always say, I don't want to be one of those chair shot and blade job podcasts run by smart marks that just buries the WWE. But goddamn it,
that's all your Twitter is.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you want me to do that, you can just go to my Twitter. You can see me argue with Josh Wennis and, you know, all that shit. Hey, me and Josh, we had some fun this week. We were agreeing on a few things, and we kind of made jokes about it because I'm like, no, or it'll change the next time Raw comes on or something. But no, I respect that Josh has his opinion, and he respects that I have mine, and we are very different. But I'm sorry. I gotta tell you, when something is just terrible, and it's the fact I want professional wrestling to be better. We can be better than this. There is no reason for a show to be that. I mean, I could have booked better. God damn it. I hate to say that, but it's true.
Nobody's paying you $50 million to book, Regal.
Unfortunately, this guy's paying $50 million to book his own show. I mean, I guess you gotta let him do it else. Because, I mean, come on. Shane McMahon pinned Roman Reigns clean. For the just let that roll around in your brain for a second here, can we? Shane McMahon, the 52-year-old,
something like that.
I don't know what his official title in the company is anymore.
I think he's just a performer, isn't he?
I don't know. The 52-year-old son of the owner of the company, who was a part-time professional wrestler at best, and honestly was a better professional wrestler than he ever should have been. I've actually said this back in the Attitude Era days. You want to watch Kurt Angle and Shane McMahon? I can watch that match all day long. You want to watch Shane McMahon versus Test, the lover reliever match, or Shane McMahon versus X-Pac? I'll watch that shit all day long. Because even though he wasn't the greatest, that son of a bitch knew how to work. It better than he ever should have been as a worker. Except for his punches, because good lord, those are goddamn drizzling shit. Looks like he's knocking on somebody's fucking door. But there is no circumstance where Shane McMahon should ever pin Roman Reigns. But why does it happen in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia? Because the prince, whatever the fuck his name is, thinks that Shane McMahon is the greatest thing since fucking sliced fucking bread, okay? So, Shane McMahon, the best in the world, which the only good thing that ever came out of that was the fact that it's made Greg Hamilton, it's gotten Greg Hamilton, the ring announcer, more over than any ring announcer since the Fink.
Justin Roberts was pretty over.
Justin Roberts is the best damn ring announcer in the business, but he was never as over as, like, nobody, like, back in the day, a lot of people wouldn't know who Justin Roberts honestly was. Everybody in the world, every WWE fan in the world right now knows who Greg Hamilton is because they refer to him by name every time he has to do the Shane McMahon ridiculous ring entrance, that is honestly one of the few good things that they've done because it pops me every time because it gets Shane over as a massive dick. But yeah, because this Saudi prince that allegedly pays $25 million per show for these to happen. $25 million per show, they do 2 of these a year for the next... We're in year 2, so there's literally 8 and a half more years of these things. So, do the math on that. The guy basically gets to book certain aspects of the show, including the fact that Shane McMahon won the what do they call it? The best in the world tournament to determine the best in the world. It was some ridiculous...
Something like that.
Some ridiculous fucking thing. But I sat there and I watched all the shows. All of this show. And the sad thing is, there were 2 good wrestling matches on this show. There was the pre-show tag match of the Usos versus the Revival, which was good. And there was a Finn Balor versus Andrade match, which would be decent on most episodes of SmackDown or a pay-per-view. Everything else on this show was literally drizzlingly god-awful. I gave under 1-star ratings, and I'm gonna pull this up really quick, Alex, I can tell you exactly what I rated this show. As we pull up the Grapple app, GRAPPL. Look it up.
Sponsor us.
They really should be sponsoring us because I put them over on my Twitter feed. I put them over on the show. Super Showdown. Where are you? There's a lot of pay-per-views. I gave the Revival versus the Usos 3 stars. I gave the opening match, Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin. Seth Rollins match. You want to guess what I gave it, Alex?
3.5.
A star and a half.
Really? Because on the review I did of it last night, they said that was one of the best matches on the show, and it was one of Corbin's best matches of his career.
Literally, I've never said this on this show. I'm not going to say anything. I'll say this. Look at who you're on that show with. And I'll just say that and leave it.
Crotch really likes Baron Corbin, apparently.
So I'm glad that somebody out there in the world does. Crotch may be the only one. Crotch also thinks Brian Kendrick is the greatest wrestler of all time. He's closer on that than he is on the fact that Baron Corbin might actually be good. But, okay. Finn versus Andrade. The highest rated match of this show for me. I gave this 3.25 stars. Roman Reigns versus Shane McMahon. 0.5 star. Lars Sullivan versus the Lucha House Party in a 3-on-1 handicap match. 0.25 star. This was the biggest abomination of a professional wrestling match that WWE could ever... I mean, this was worse than Taker and Goldberg, in my opinion. Orton versus Triple H, 2 stars. Lashley versus Braun Strowman, 1.5 stars. Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler, 2.25 stars. Kofi can't get a 3-star match, even with Dolph Ziggler.
You hate Kofi now?
No, I'm just saying, that's how bad this show was. 50-man Battle Royal. What a clusterfuck this was. They put 50 guys in one ring, Alex.
I heard.
You want to know what happens when you put 50 guys in a ring?
Not much.
Nobody can fucking move. Punch, kick, punch, kick, punch, kick, and people just literally going over the top rope faster than the commentators can call it out, and you can't even tell who the fuck was in this match. Literally, also, should have called this match the I didn't know these fuckers were still employed Battle Royal. Because...
what was the good surprises?
No, there weren't any. It was 50 damn J-Brones that everybody that's on main event, everybody that's working SmackDown house shows, the 205 Live roster, guys, like legitimately, I said, I thought Sin Cara was fired a year ago. Apparently he wasn't. Apparently he still works there. I have not seen this fucker wrestle in 2 years.
I haven't seen you wrestle in 10 years.
And you're not going to either. I'm old and I got a bad hip. And then, literally, Uncle Dave, I know you love it when I bring up Uncle Dave on the show, is reporting he got calls from multiple people that were in this Battle Royal that said it was terrible. There was no planning put into it except for the final 4 guys. And who won the Battle Royal? Mansoor, who is of Saudi Arabian descent. He's actually Canadian. I don't think people realize that. Mansoor is actually Canadian, but he is And he had been, I didn't realize he'd actually been pro wrestling trained before. The kid's not bad. I've seen a couple of his NXT matches. But they put the local kid over. I mean, there were kids crying in the audience on the reaction shots. So, I mean, okay, decent moment there. But the match itself was just, I mean, wow. I mean, you can't put 50 people in one ring and expect anything good to happen. And then Goldberg versus The Undertaker, I gave it a quarter star on the grapple app because you have to give it a quarter star. I literally would beg and plead the grapple app to redo your algorithm for one match so I can put -5 fucking stars on this shit. Because it's that bad. So yes, folks, if you haven't watched it, save yourself time. I sacrificed myself for all of you. You may all now give me thank you, Alex. You may all now give me a round of fucking applause for somehow sitting through WWE Super Showdown.
Sorry.
Alex, talk for a minute. I need a breath.
I had a good weekend.
How long did I talk?
Most of the last 20 minutes.
Is that the longest I've basically filibustered in the history of the show?
I doubt it. Friday night I was at a great wrestling show, 3XW at the Spanish American Legion.
I'm surprised you called it great. I know the fans at 3XW don't like you very much.
Well, they're a bunch of idiots, but I had a great time.
Are the Hadley brothers the tag team champions?
I don't want to talk about it.
I'll take that as a no, folks.
So the Hadley brothers got robbed.
By who?
The TJC. They lost to TJC in there.
Who are the TJC again?
TJ Benson and JC Slater.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got robbed?
Yes, they got robbed. It was an abomination. It was a miscarriage of justice. And it was a bad time. And then...
How about your Moondog?
That little idiot.
Wow.
Lost to freaking Superfly.
I already had a really good match, though.
Yeah, but good matches don't make more money, Regal.
Oh, damn.
You don't get a best match bonus. If you're not winning, you're losing. Who said that?
But Ricky Bobby?
That's right. If you're not in first place, you're in last place, Regal. And Moondog was in last place.
That's unfortunate. So you didn't have a very good night Friday night.
No.
But 3XW had a good night. You didn't have a good
night. Great main event featuring two of the most talented guys in the Midwest. Two of the more underrated guys in the Midwest as Jason Strife took on JJ Garrett. Two of the unsung heroes of the Midwest, if you ask me. Wouldn't you say, Regal?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. You like both those guys?
JJ Garrett especially.
Yeah. JJ Garrett, when JJ Garrett's on, a motivated Garrett, Moondog said this in the car, a motivated Garrett is unstoppable.
I've always been a fan of JJ. I think that kid has amazing potential. I mean, he's it seems like he's trying to get back out there. It seems like he's refocused.
He
so
debuted in Game Changer Wrestling recently.
I saw that. So yeah, that is if you're somebody that listens to this, I mean he was in SCW Pro for a while, then kind of actually moved down to Indiana. He's traveled around, but
he's wined and dined with kings and queens.
Yeah, but JJ Garrett, a really good talent.
Yeah.
I know our old buddy Brady A. Desire
was in a triple threat match against Xander Killen and Jared Thumb.
Xander Killen was angry.
Xander Killen's always a little angry.
Well, he's always a little angry, but he was really, really, really angry at Brady A. Desire's chest.
And Jared Thumb's. Have you not seen Jared's chest?
I have not seen Jared Thumb's chest. Was it the same way?
Worse, honestly.
Really? Wow. Poor Thumb.
Yeah.
Thumb should have just stuck to commentary.
Yeah, did you watch the match with Jared Thumb and Margaret on commentary?
I haven't, actually.
It's on YouTube.
Really? I'll have to check that out.
Yep. You can listen to my wife on commentary along with the notorious Jared Thumb. But yeah, so great night.
I heard Moondog almost saved some more people from.
Okay.
You gotta tell the story.
Oh my god. Okay, so we're driving. I'm driving, and traffic. I forgot about that. I'm driving, and traffic starts to back up. And I was like, oh shit, there must be an accident or something. I'm looking around, I'm looking behind me, looking ahead of me. All of a sudden, in the back, my rearview mirror, I see somebody's hat come off, and he starts fixing his hair. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I gotta look presentable in case I have to save somebody's life again. It's like, are you fucking...
Dude, you know what? We have a lot of fun with Moondog Bernard on this show.
Oh, don't get me wrong. That's a shoot. He saved someone's life.
Yes, he did.
But
no. And see, it's just the thing. People think he's being funny or not. No, that is how Moondog operates, man. If Moondog thinks there's any chance that he can help somebody out,
yes,
he's gonna do it.
Absolutely.
That is the human being that Moondog Bernard.
That's the human being that Casey Bernauer is.
That our buddy Moondog, aka Casey, is that kind of a person. He's been a comic book fan his whole life, and literally will jump into action to save complete strangers if he can.
Yeah, without second thought.
Yes, because I mean and if everybody in the world was as selfless and kind-hearted as Casey, aka Moondog, the world would be a better place. We have a lot of fun with him, but god damn it, that guy
is a good person.
Yes, he is.
There aren't a lot of good people in wrestling.
Yeah, and he is one of the good ones. Yes. Now, Saturday, I sat at home with Margaret. We hung out. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You accompanied your friend.
No, I did not accompany my friend, but John G accompanied my friend and told me all about it.
Well, you picked up. So you're just his errand boy that picks up the promo pictures.
I'm his booking agent.
And you pick up the promo pictures.
Yeah, he can't drive. So I take that back. I did drive him to Iowa City, and he met up with John G. So I drove my friend, Senor Tigre, to Iowa City, where he met up with John G. And they went to Rugged Pro in Marshalltown. Yep. So I dropped Senor Tigre off at John G's house, came home and hung out with Margaret Saturday night. And Senor Tigre and John G were texting me all night. They said that it was a great show, great crowd. Senor Tigre even did commentary on some of the matches. Somehow, what happened was then he decided that his voice was getting a little hoarse, so he literally got out his cell phone and was FaceTiming me, and I was doing commentary over the cell phone. Well, he held the phone up for me.
Wow, you are very talented.
Have you ever done commentary over FaceTime? Regal?
I have not.
That's why I'm the fucking best.
All right.
Because I did it. Senor Tigre, those last couple matches, I got to call Jason Strife versus Airwolf.
How was that?
Incredible. Very good. Excellent match. And then the main event, the fucking 3-way tag team ladder match, which was insane. Just really fast paced. Hello, I am Margaret. Sorry. And, what?
What?
Who wants to walk with Margaret? My wife's playing the guitar in the other room if you can't hear.
She's learning.
I know.
She's very talented.
I know. I just was doing an Elias impression.
Okay.
Who wants to walk with Margaret?
I see what you were doing.
Yeah.
You did that on Snapchat a few weeks ago, too.
I did. I'm on Snapchat, folks. Don't ask me. Fucking... Where was I?
The triple threat ladder match.
Oh my gosh. So it was Austin and Tyler present Flex Appeal. Naturally. The Fight and Flight Connection reuniting for the first time in a long time. Sounds like old boy Clay Cooper is back on the road. And if he's wrestling again, that's good for everybody, because I said, Clay, how long has it been since you had a match? And he goes, oh, it's been a while. I'm kind of getting back out there. And I was like, holy shit, dude, it doesn't look like you've missed a beat. Clay Cooper, very talented. I said that to him via text after Senor Tigre sent me video shot of the match. And so we had that women's match, Heather Reckless versus Blair Onyx. And
a match I'm very familiar with.
You never seen it like this. The people love Blair Onyx in Marshalltown, and they do not like Heather Reckless.
So it's Bizarro World in Marshalltown.
Bizarro World. It is the Canada of Iowa.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yep. And so, ironic that it's the Canada of Iowa when it's really never mind. Never mind. Fuck. Yeah. So we saw that match. We saw these. Okay, I don't like to bury people, but I saw quite possibly one of the worst match, and everybody agreed. The lucha match was not very good. The luchadors that we brought in, I don't think will be back.
Can you told us what the main event was.
Yeah.
I want to talk about what's going on after the main event.
Fucking Tyler Jones. No, during the main event, Fouts was about to grab the title. Tyler Jones fucking powerbombed him through a wooden ladder and it snapped in half.
Our boy Tyler Jones, man.
Yeah, what the? I don't know, dude. And
did he finally get mad that we would have people call and text him? Did he finally snap?
I don't know, Regal. I don't know. And then there literally were children crying. There was a child crying that Tyler did that to Austin.
There's one particular fan who, thank God that fan wasn't there, because
I don't know where that fan was, but
I'm glad she wasn't there, because they may have had to resuscitate her.
But there was a little girl crying that Tyler did that, and then after the show,
was the Girl Squad there?
The Girl Squad was there.
What was their reaction?
They were
because I know they're big fans of the Flex Appeal.
Yeah, they were surprised in Tyler, and people kept asking him, Tyler, why'd you do it? Why Tyler? Why? And he basically said, you ever heard of Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty? Basically said, I'm Shawn Michaels, and Austin's Marty Jannetty.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard him say that to a member of the crowd.
Wow. I mean, that's like the worst thing you could ever say about your tag team partner.
Party Marty.
I mean, I don't think Fouts does that. I don't think he meant in that regard. I don't think Fouts does any of that kind of stuff. But
I don't think so. So, anyways, yeah, shocking turn of events.
Dude, so, okay, I gotta get your opinion on something that just came across here on my phone.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber has challenged Tom Cruise to an MMA fight. I'm not making this up. This is being reported by a legitimate news outlet. This is not like, a kayfabe news article. Justin Bieber tweeted the challenge on Sunday, and there was immediate head scratching to those who saw it. I want to challenge Tom Cruise to a fight in the octagon, Bieber tweeted. Tom, if you don't take this fight, you're scared, and you will never live it down. Who is willing to put on the fight? So, okay, Alex, I'm putting the proverbial gun to your head. Who's winning this fight between Justin Bieber and Tom Cruise?
I don't fucking know.
I'm praying to God that Tom Cruise, even though Tom Cruise is, I want to say, 56 years old.
Well, the other thing you have to remember is Justin Bieber is baby, 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 ooh.
Bieber is 25 and Tom Cruise is 56.
Bieber's only 25.
Yes. Bieber's 25, Tom Cruise is 56, and I'm still betting that Tom Cruise would whoop that little fucker's ass.
Wow.
Fuck him. Fuck him. He's a little asshole. He's a shithead. His music is majorly garbage.
Majorly.
There are maybe one or two good, catchy little ditties that he may have...
Catchy little ditties.
That he may have done. But,
Regal, if I ever told you I love you.
Yes.
I lied. Anyways. So, good time at Rugged Pro. John G, Senor Tigre and John G, they were on the road and they were earning their stripes.
Yeah, making the towns.
Making the towns. Get it? Because he's a Tigre and John G's a referee, so they both wear stripes.
I see.
Earning their stripes.
I see what you did there.
Thanks, Regal. Pretty fucking smart.
Well, 7 stars. How many negative stars are you on Blues, Brawls, and Brave right now? Did they finally just stop counting track of how many stars you were losing?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Regal.
You were in the negative star category on Blues, Brawls, and Brave, according to Merrick Brave.
What?
Yeah, I listened to every episode, bro. I know.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh, hey, ticket prices for All Out got announced today.
Yeah, I saw that. They're definitely...
And they're way more fucking expensive than they were last year.
Is that surprising?
No, absolutely not.
Shouldn't they be?
They should absolutely be. This is, All In was a fun, we're just going to do this show. It's now a whole big difference. And still, honestly, these are still cheaper than what you're going to pay for WWE for a pay-per-view. So,
yeah.
$190 for ringside. For ringside.
I already looked.
100. I'm telling the people listening to the show.
In case you don't have the internet.
$160 for floor seats and the sections directly in the bowl to the ring. $140, $90, $60, and $30 for nosebleeds. I do like the fact they did make the upper deck seats. Most of the upper deck is $30. There are a few sections of the upper deck that are $60.
Yeah.
And believe me, keep in mind, I was in the Skybox at the last show, and even in the Skybox, you're still it's only a 5,000 seat arena. So it's essentially like there's one basically it's the lower bowl of the iWire Center.
Sure.
Or Tax. It's
Slayer.
It's the fucking mark. God damn it.
You're the fucking mark. God damn it.
Why did I say that? I should have known better than to say that. But no, ticket price is a little bit more. Obviously, this is like I said. We didn't know back then what all in was.
Right.
Now we do. And I mean, you've already got 2 huge, gigantic matches announced for this show.
Yeah, absolutely.
You already know you're getting Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega. You already know you are getting Hangman Page versus Chris Jericho for the first ever All Elite Wrestling World Championship. I'm assuming we're gonna get the Young Bucks versus. They finally announced their name for AEW. Stu Grayson and Evil Uno. They are no longer the Super Smash Brothers.
They're not the Dark something.
The
Dark Force.
I'm actually pulling it back up because I can't remember. The Dark Order.
The Dark Order.
Because obviously, that they can't call themselves the Super Smash Brothers. That would probably get AEW sued.
Yeah. Rightfully so.
So we now have that. Did you see there's an official Alley T-shirt now?
No, I didn't see that.
Okay, Alex.
Yeah.
If I buy this shirt and wear it to a certain events, how much crap am I gonna get if I wear that one?
Why do you love heat? You love it. You live for the heat. You love the attention.
There is a new AEW shirt that I will eventually be adding to my collection of essentially a comic book version of Cody Rhodes with the sledgehammer, and it says Throne Breaker as he is smashing the throne at Double or Nothing. That's gonna. Some people aren't gonna like that shirt too much.
Double or Nothing.
Some certain people that we know aren't gonna like that one. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna buy it anyway because I love that shirt.
Spending money.
Oh, look at that guy! Look at that little girl.
Who's that? Is that Doug the Pug?
No, that's a pug.
Oh, that's a pug.
I should do a podcast all about pugs.
God, could you imagine?
I played with pugs today. They were squishy. that would pretty much be the antithesis of the podcast.
You definitely just used antithesis wrong.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? Hey, Rugged Pro has officially announced Rugged Mania.
Yeah, I announced
Senor Tigre and
my friend announced it Saturday night for March 13th? No, yeah. March 14th.
Yes.
And the night before, they're going to break the record for the longest wrestling match ever.
How are they going to do that?
2 participants to be announced are going to have a 13-hour Iron Man match.
Oh, boy. That's the thing that's going to happen.
You're damn right it is.
I can't imagine wrestling for 13 hours straight. Or watching someone wrestle for 13 hours straight.
It is going to be on the internet.
I think Chris Hero did something like that once, but he wrestled like a bunch of different people. But Hero did a thing for charity where he wrestled for like 6 or 7 hours or something. So I can't imagine the same 2 people wrestling for that long.
Isn't the record currently held by Jason Strife?
Is it?
I thought he did like a 12-hour Iron Man match.
Really? I did not know this.
I thought so.
I have to look into that one.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It's happened once or twice.
Yes. But, man, I mean, it's...
What's the matter, Regal?
I'm still trying to wrap my head around some of the things going on in the wrestling world. I'll just put it that way.
Talk about it off the air, huh?
Yeah. But, what else is going on, Alex?
We're gonna be back at fucking the Beer Stew.
We are gonna be back at the Beer Stew Friday night.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, due to some as I would say, the shoot world commitments, I will be at the show. However, you will not be blessed by the intoxicated ramblings of myself on commentary.
Are you driving then?
Yes, I'll be driving from my house to the Beer Stew.
You're not gonna drive me?
I live in Rock Island, 5 minutes from the Beer Stew. You have Margaret.
Yeah, but she might. Actually, depending on when she works, we might drive separate.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, so you know what I want you to do?
What?
If you get me there, she can get me home.
Okay. I think we can figure that out. We'll figure that out.
Do you work Friday?
I do not work Friday. I will be.
So we can book Pipe Dream 89.
Jesus Lord, we do have to do that, don't we?
Yeah.
But what do we got going on at the Beer Stew? Do we? We got. I know we have at least one match signed.
Yeah.
The team of Connor Braxton and Xander Killen.
What's up with those two, huh?
The 2 least fun men at the Beer Stew every single time they're there. Xander Killen, boy, you want to talk about a guy that you should not bring to a bar.
Yeah.
That dude is a buzzkill and a half.
Buzz Killington for sure.
Yes. And Connor Braxton, who, hates everyone, taking on, this time, the team of The Shug and Crotch.
I like that team.
Two former SCW Pro champions. One is already a Hall of Famer. The other one no question about it, future Hall of Famer.
I'm just kidding. I love the Crotch.
I know you do.
You let me know.
Yes. Oh, we also have another match.
Yeah.
A preview of the best of Black and Brave tournament action.
Really?
It's going to be the one called Manders, the Corn Belt Cowboy.
The man called Steve.
He's going to be taking on primetime James Thomas.
The man called Steve.
Don't call him Jimmy Thomas.
I will never.
Do you remember the last time these two faced each other? And Jimmy Thomas got knocked out.
I don't really remember that. No.
And it became a meme.
Oh, yes, I do.
The Jimmy Thomas meme. That's where that came from. Was Steve Manders hit Jimmy Thomas so hard it knocked him into the middle of next week.
Gosh, damn.
I'm praying that Jimmy Thomas does it again, because I don't like that guy a lot.
You don't like the man called Steve?
No, I love the man called Steve.
The man called Steve.
I know Big Match Ja is going to be in the house.
Yeah?
I know, unfortunately, Joe Asa and probably his Goon Squad are going to be in the house.
Goon Squad?
I'm trying to think of a term that I can call them that won't get me into too much trouble.
His friends?
His lap dogs.
His lap dogs. Wow, Regal, you're such a hater.
Robin Steele and Dion Roosman. I don't like those guys, man. I don't
hater.
like Joe Asa. Don't like Robin Steele. Don't like Dion Roosman.
Who do you like?
I like Steve Manders.
Yeah.
I like Travis Titan.
Yeah.
I like the Shug.
Yeah.
I like Crotch.
Yeah.
I like Jared Thumb.
Yeah.
I like
like Vicious and Delicious.
I like Vicious and Delicious.
Dang.
Why?
Nothing. You changed.
Well, they've become nicer. They're very nice to me now. They used to not be so nice.
You've changed. No, I don't think they've changed. I think you've changed.
Really?
I think they're exactly the same, and you have changed.
I like me some especially some Big Match Ja. I like that kid a lot.
Yeah.
I like he cuts a promo almost as good as I do. So I'm gonna give him some promo tips so he can improve.
Oh boy.
Hopefully he can be as good as I am one day.
Oh gosh. Could you imagine if he was as good as
I opened the show cutting a promo for 25 goddamn minutes, so you can't do that.
When did you do that?
This episode? A little bit ago?
God. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right, you did.
You ain't cutting no promo for 25 minutes.
I could if anybody would let me.
People that can cut promos for 25 minutes. Myself, Ja, Ian Rotten, and Shane Douglas.
Triple H.
Nobody wants that to happen, though. But I mean, Stephanie McMahon thinks she can do it, but nobody ever wants to see that either. I mean, I don't mind looking at Stephanie for 25 minutes, but
you perverted dog.
What?
You're a perverted dog.
Dude,
perverted.
I just said I'll look at Stephanie for 25 minutes.
Perverted. You're a pervert.
You're a pervert.
I'm not a pervert.
How do we know? If we don't know.
I love my wife.
I know you do. We could ask her. We could. Well, she's in there playing guitar. I can't ask her, but.
Hello, I am Margaret. Who wants to walk? with Margaret.
All right. There was much less. It was somewhat slightly, possibly funny the first time. When you do it again the same time on the same show, it's not funny again.
Hey Regal.
What?
Who wants to walk with Margaret?
Yeah, really not funny the third time.
All right. If you do it right, it's a callback.
Yeah.
John G taught me that.
Anybody here today?
No.
No, Dusty.
Nah, he's on vacation.
Dusty's on vacation. Where'd he go?
Over there.
Over there?
Yeah.
Is he with Corey?
Yeah, it's the worst vacation ever.
But anyway, I'm good. How about you?
I'm great.
All right. So, here's what we're going to do.
What's that?
You're going to come this Friday night.
Yeah, I'm going to come.
Well,
I hope.
I mean, we'll see how much you drink Friday night.
Well,
we'll see. Margaret threatened to slap us last time, so
that's true. She did. Harvey
but no, we want the people to arrive at the beer stube.
I have arrived.
And if they want to do the other thing, hey, that's on them. Whatever they do in their spare time, cool. Do your thing. But everybody, head on down to the beer stube Friday night.
You're afraid to say come now.
Yes, I am. Get yourself a wonderful. Get yourself some sausage, maybe some Reuben rolls, some a burger. They got
I tell you
burgers.
What? You come get yourself some sausage. You're gonna come.
Oh, now who's being a pervert? That's you, dude. But no, they're excellent food at the beer stube. Get yourself some. They got. God, how many beers they got on tap over there? 50?
I only went to the outside bar
yeah,
last time.
If you go inside, they got a lot of beers on tap. If you're just hanging out on the patio with us, Beer Stew Bob is the man. He will have your hookup.
Big Papa Pump is your hookup, I thought.
Yeah. I've never seen him dressed as Scott Steiner, but I have seen Beer Stew Bob dressed as Hulk Hogan.
Oh, we got to get him to dress as Scott Steiner.
Dude, that'd be awesome. Get him in the ring. Just have him cut the entire famous promo, and more money. I gotta get this one over. Now go see Beer Stew Bob if you're on the outside hanging out with us. Come on out, see some kick-ass wrestling, have a few great drinks, cold beverages, have some amazing food that you can get at the Beer Stew. Of any venue that you're gonna see wrestling in, the Beer Stew by far has the best quality of food, the best burger in the Quad Cities.
Whoa!
What?
Whoa!
Oh.
Wildwood and Iowa City. We're going to fight about this. You want German food or you want barbecue?
So here's the thing. If you want barbecue, you go to Wildwood. If you want a great burger or some German food, you come to the Beer Stube. I am really partial to the Reuben rolls. They're like a Reuben sandwich, only they wrap them up in egg rolls. They're pretty, and give you some Thousand Island to dip them in. They're freaking amazing.
That does sound pretty good.
Yeah, have you had any yet?
I didn't eat there last time.
We might have to
get there super late.
Yeah, we might have to get a plate of those this time. So you can try some out. They are.
I don't really like Reubens though.
Trust me, you're gonna like these. But come on out this Saturday night. If you don't, baby, I'm gonna do the impression, if you will, today. I don't sound as good as he does, obviously, and he's probably gonna yell at me next week when he shows back up off his vacation. But as Dusty would say, follow the Slam Fam Wrestling at Slam Fam WREST, baby. Follow the greatest mind in Midwest Independent Wrestling, Mr. Timothy Regal at SC Regal 444, baby.
Yeah, you're doing a really bad Dusty impression.
Follow.
Never say that.
Follow that Paul Heyman wannabe, that Bobby Heenan wannabe, that Slick wannabe.
Slick.
That Ronnie P. Gossett wannabe.
Okay.
The 7-Star Mind, Alex McCarthy, a.k.a. Hard Cam Seat Filler, at One Real Smart Addicts. And even though she wasn't on the show, go follow sweet, lovely Miss Margaret Dale.
You're not allowed to call her that.
That's what Dusty calls her. So it's an impression.
You're not Dusty.
But baby, you go follow all these people that lovely follow people. Go follow High Voltage Cat.
What?
Yeah, she
We're not putting her over on this show, are we?
Lovely young lady.
What?
Lovely young lady. Her man, Dr. Dan DCR. He gonna be taking on in the first round of the JT Lightning. Gonna be taking on a boy I like a lot, the Southern Psycho, Mr. Manson Warner.
You like Old Manser, huh?
Old Manson, baby, he good. He kind of remind me of old Jimmy Valiant back in the day.
Okay.
Hi, Margaret. I'm impersonating. Dusty's on vacation, so you get Regal impersonating Dusty.
Oh, is that what that is?
That's what it is, baby.
Good news.
What's
I
up?
finally am a step closer to learning guitar.
We heard. He kept asking who wants to walk with Margaret.
Yeah, I know. And then Todd Countryman, because anytime I ever put anything on Facebook about learning guitar, Todd Countryman tells me that I have to learn how to play A Man Called Sting. Every time. And now I kind of don't want to learn it, because I'm afraid that if I got good enough and learned it, I would be in the middle of a ring come 1-3XW show with a guitar.
Well, folks, that's it. We'll see you this Friday. We'll see you this Friday night at the Beer Stube. Come on out, have a good friend.
Are you sure you don't want to talk for another 20 minutes?
We're fine.
All right.
It's like I will tell the people it's getting kind of late. I've been up for a very long time. So.
All right. We'll see you at the show.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.